Nottingham Forest 3, Newcastle United 1. Big win for Nottingham Forest. They've been in trouble recently of going into a relegation battle, but that's a big win for them. First away game under Nuno, and they got the 3 points against a really strong Newcastle team. Even though they're not doing too well this season, they did really well last season to get into the top 4, and on paper they have a much better squad than Nottingham Forest, so it's kind of surprising that Nottingham Forest won today. But it's a very good result for them, because Isak put Newcastle 1-0 up through the penalty spot, and then Chris Wood scored a hat-trick. And I think where Newcastle got it wrong today is that they struggled to cope with Nottingham Forest on the counter-attack. I'm going to show you some of my Christmas presents now. So, I'll have to turn this around for a second. Not turn it around, but like, you might not have the best view, but I'll still show it. So, Champions League, Premier League. So it's where all the players lifted the 3 trophies that we won last season. And there's some signatures on it as well. You can't really work out which players it is, but it's still good that they've got some signatures on there. Next one. You've got about Rodri's goal against Inter Milan, where it's about the build-up to the goal where Bernardo Silva passed it to him, and he got the shot, and then it's got Rodri with an exclamation mark, and the moment that the goal was scored, 68th minute, and also there's a picture of where the ball goes into the net. Then you've got another thing about the treble, where FA Cup, Premier League, and all the statistics about the players. Then, 1 second, this might be a bit tricky. I've got to be careful with this because I don't want to break it. You've got an Xbox X, because I had a One S since about 2017, so I've got a new one now. But luckily I can still use the same games. I also got a t-shirt that said Europe is blue on it, but I can't show you it, unfortunately, at the moment because it's in the wash. And I also got these trousers and hoodie. And I got these trainers. And this was one of my earlier Christmas presents, which it's a ball on a string where I can practice my football indoors for like when it's like bad weather and that. And this was another early Christmas present. A mug that said S on it. And another early one that I got was this one. It's a Pep mug where it says, "This is my 4th favourite cup," and it's got the treble on it. I've got some stuff that haven't arrived yet due to like delivery issues, but if I do get them soon, then I might make a video about it. Back to the game. I thought Newcastle were really poor today, especially defensively, defending counter-attacks. And I think Eddie Howe has to go, because if Newcastle want to get to the elite level, which is winning Premier Leagues, winning FA Cups, winning Champions Leagues, they have to get rid of Eddie Howe. And in my personal opinion, I think someone like Mancini or Mourinho would do well there, or maybe even Simeone. because those are elite managers, and that's what you need to have like success with the big trophies. You can have all the good players that you want, like Newcastle have, because they've got a lot of good players, but the one thing they're missing is an elite manager. Eddie Howe's good if you're like competing for like Europe, like which is like say top 7, top 4, top 3, whatever. But if you want to get to the elite level, you can't have Eddie Howe as your manager. And I know they've got a lot of injuries, but they've been bad all season, and they've still got like some good players on the pitch despite having those injuries. And they shouldn't be losing to Nottingham Forest at home, who were in a relegation battle going into this game. But Chris Wood was really good today. He scored 3 really good goals. I know one was a tap-in, but you've got to be there at the right place at the right time. And also, one thing I haven't showed you is, for my Christmas present, is a hot chocolate machine. Because I like hot chocolate, especially at this time of year. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe. I might do some videos for other games today if there's any like games that end up being interesting. Maybe like I might do one for the United against Aston Villa game, because I think other than the Forest Newcastle, this is probably the best game of the day. Because you've got Liverpool Burnley, which Liverpool will piss all over Burnley. You've got Bournemouth against Fulham. That might be decent, but it's not the most interesting game really on paper. And I think you've got Wolves against Brentford, is it? Something like that. But I think I'll do United Villa definitely. And I'll do the Everton City game tomorrow, because obviously I'm a Blue diehard. City. But I'll see you guys for the next video.